Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a 2-for-1 video. The first part of the video is going to be a long overdue who am I, what is this channel, how did I get here, what are we doing? And then the second part is going to be 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 announcements. I have been working very diligently in the back end on several projects that I'm very excited about, and I'm announcing them all today. Now, if you are like, hey, Stormy, I don't actually give a shit about your story or your life, that's not what I'm here for. I just want to hear the announcements. That's totally fine. I 100% respect that. I will put links below for timestamps so you can just skip ahead, and that's legit. However, I do want to make this video because I feel like I should put a channel trailer up. I feel like I should have a video that's like, hey, this is who I am, this is what we're doing here. Seems like an important piece that I have just long overlooked. So we're gonna do that. Let me go ahead and get into the shortest ever autobiography that I could possibly muster. All right, here's the really condensed version. I got into witchcraft and tarot and paranormal and stuff really young, like age 9, 10, okay? Got my first tarot deck when I keep saying 12, but I thought about it and I realized I'm pretty sure it's actually my 13th birthday. And also, that's when I started watching these documentaries. And one of the ones that I watched, I learned about ayahuasca. And I remember when I watched, it was 2011, I saw ayahuasca. And that's when, or no, 2011? 2010, 2011, yeah. It's when I saw ayahuasca. And I was like, man, like, I have to do that. Like, I really want to do that. Like, as soon as I saw it, 2018. 2018 is when I finally kind of had enough of life. I just had enough. So this is about the point that I think I should probably mention that throughout all of these years, I went through a lot of shit. Now, I don't like saying, like, I have a lot of trauma. I don't like to do the, like, trauma bragging thing. But for the purposes of this video, I am going to say that compared to most people that I have encountered and met and spoken to and got to know on some level, I can very clearly say that the amount of fuckery that I have been through is wild in comparison to most people. And when I first started opening up, which was honestly not that long ago, I first started like telling people about my life, there's a lot of moments of just them being like, what? And then I'm like, yeah, isn't that crazy? Ugh. So throughout all of these years, there's a lot of, I mean, my childhood was shit, and there's violence throughout the whole thing, right? Like a lot of bad choices, bad crowds, lots of drugs, tons of violence. I was a crackhead for a while and a cokehead a few times, and meth really got the best of me. A lot of pills, a lot of drinking. Well, for the record, we're on YouTube here. 0 recommendations. Like, don't do it, kids. It's not great. There's a lot of felonies, a lot of going to jail, I've had guns in my face more times than I think a person should. I've also stepped in front of one to save my boyfriend, who later tried to murder me. Like, it's really wild lifetime story shit. Running away from home several times. It was a lot, and a lot of violence in my adolescence and all growing up. And at the end of the day, though, that's all my fault, right? Like, okay, not all of it. The early childhood stuff, not on me. But, I've kind of been through it, right? So the spiritual stuff has happened in the background. It's really background stuff. On top of that, at 17, when I closed my third eye, I was going through some of the worst trauma I had been. And it was 17 was when I had somebody try to murder me, like, the first time. It's really wild. And the reason why I bring that up is because I really want it to be clear that when I talk about doing a lot of work, and when I talk about doing a lot of healing, and when I talk about changing yourself as a person, I really cannot exemplify to you how much I've changed. Like, there are a lot of people who knew me at some point who would in no way recognize this person, right? It's not, I'm not even close, you know? Like, I really shed a lot of bullshit that wasn't me. That was just, things I was holding on to. It's been a wild ride, okay? That being said, in 2018, early 2018, I'd had enough, right? I was dating a guy who had a year prior cracked me in the head with a baseball bat. I know it's not funny, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that happened, and I was still dating him. Like, I sent him to rehab, and I was like, it's okay. He's just an alcoholic. It's not. I was so understanding, and so I was like, gotta been there, done that. I was very understanding of the whole thing, and I was like, I'll send him to rehab and it'll be okay. But it wasn't okay, and I was working like 60 fucking hours a week as a minimum, sometimes more, as a creative director, overseeing like a video production team and social media marketing and photography and all this kind of stuff. Lots of content creation work. And I traveled a lot for that job, and I had just gotten to this point where I was just kind of done. And I had like a full cry face meltdown to the moon, the new moon, and the whole universe about, and really just surrendered. And I just said, like, you tell me what to do, I'll do it. Like, I cried, I bawled, and I was just like, I will do anything to feel light of heart. I will do anything. And I tried to imagine what it would feel like to wake up and be like, it's a beautiful day. Because at the time, I really couldn't imagine that. Like, who fucking gets up and is like, it's a great day? That sounded crazy to me, but I wanted it so bad. I just wanted to feel like I could breathe. So I cried and I set my intentions, and the next day, there's a whole video where I go into depth on this, and I'll link it below. I have a whole video where I talk about 2018 to 2020, early 2020, and what that whole process was like. But basically, I did this thing on the new moon. I moved into the place I am now on the full moon 2 fucking weeks later. A month later, I ended up weirdly invited to an ayahuasca retreat that was basically in my backyard by a shaman who had literally come over from Colombia, who was whole family, like a whole lineage of medicine men, who just happened to be in my neighborhood, who I just happened to know somebody who knew him, and I just happened to get invited. And I went to that ceremony, and I died. And I was reborn, and it was liberating. Now, how I ended up doing YouTube is essentially that what I didn't recognize was all along the way, I had been prepared for this. Now, this is already way too long, but here's a couple of more key points I'm going to try to just blow through real quick. So I took a lot of classes, I had no degree. And then I ended up as a receptionist. And even though I'd only ever worked factory jobs before, I got this receptionist job. And then from there, I ended up throwing my shitty stormy photography business card on the CEO's desk and telling him that his brochures sucked. Yeah, the photos in them were terrible, and he should let me help him. And then that CEO decided he would start an entire in-house production team, and I would be in charge of it. And he told me he wanted me to make videos, and I said, I never made a video in my life. I do photo work, I do photography, and I can do some graphic design work, but not really. And he was like, well, this is what he said. I will quote him exactly. He said, you better fucking figure it out. And I said, okay. And I taught myself video. And yeah, I spent 7 years in that company. I built an entire team. I hired a bunch of people who literally did go to school for video production, and I trained some of them, and people who were in school for graphic design and all kinds of stuff. And I learned all the business expanded. It was a huge multi-million-dollar conglomerate, and I was learning all kinds of marketing stuff. I was handling like 7 or 8 YouTube channels and social media work and Facebook ads and attending all these big marketing meetings, all these special heads and all that, and learning all about this stuff. Who I have an unfinished community college degree in photography. Ended up falling into a reception job, ended up getting all this experience after all the crazy, crazy, wild trauma that I'd been through in my life, and my very specific background in kind of this esoteric and spiritual studies and obsession with plant medicine that then found, like, I just ended up like a medicine man ended up in my town, which is, it's not, I don't live in a large city. It doesn't make sense. And it all kind of came together. In summary. Maybe I'll just cut to the summary. I've been talking for so long. Oh my God. I want this to be a short video. Here's the summary. I was instructed on multiple occasions via plant medicine ceremonies that this is what I'm supposed to do. and that the key to it is that I'm authentic. That's the key. I'm really very serious about saying, I don't know all the answers. Like, I don't know. I know some things. I know I don't know way more things than I know. I know I'm on a journey, and I don't know how long that journey is. I don't know how long I've even been on this journey. I don't know. But there were some things that I feel really sure about, and those are the things I will make content for. I have a lot of thoughts I want to share, and I'm still on this journey. I still have a lot more things to learn, and as I learn them, I want to share them. More than anything, I just want to share my journey. I don't want to act like I know some shit I don't know. I just want to create an authentic expression of who I am in this lifetime, as well as really drive home the fact that who I am in this lifetime is not who I am. It's just my ego, and that's okay. The ego is part of me, and I love this version of me, and I really want to help as many people as I can through my authentic expression. I really want to try to create a framework for others to kind of learn and grow. And I really, really, really want to create a community of people that really like aggressively support the shit out of each other. I really want to create a no judgment, open discussion, here for it community where we can come together and really have open, interesting, compassionate dialogues and make a lot of progress and grow together. And that's what I'm trying to do. The point is this. I am fulfilling my dharma. I am following the signs. I surrendered in 2018 and I was like, you show me what to do and I will do it. And now it's 2021 and here I am. I have just been following these signs. And you know what I did today? I got in the shower today and I listened to this song that was all about what a beautiful day it is. And I sang that song in the shower and I fucking felt it in my soul. I have arrived. I said, you show me how to get there, I will fucking follow. And I surrendered to it. And you know what? It got me to exactly where I wanted to be. And because where I want to be is where I'm supposed to be. And I'm supposed to be here. And I'm excited. And it took me a long time to come to grips with that. It took me a long time to be like, okay with that. Like, I guess I'm going to put my face on the internet. Sweet. I'm not somebody who has ever wanted fame. I'm not somebody who's ever like... any of that. Like, I'm not, I want to live in a cabin in the woods and isolate. That's what I want to do. But you know what? It's actually been really amazing and really motivating. I'm growing so much and I really love it. So I'm happy to be here and I'm happy for everyone who decides to join me and to be a part of this community. And on that note, don't forget to join the Facebook group. There's a link below. Now, let's move on. I have I'm not even done being excited yet. I have 3 announcements to make today, and I'm super excited for all these announcements. All right, guys. 3 announcements. Ready? 3 things I have been working on in the background that I'm very, 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 very excited about, okay? And there's a lot more things I want to do in the future, but one thing at a time. So, for now, I first would like to announce that I have made a website. I have a website. The website, it's linked below. It is stormyatlantis.com, as you would imagine it to be. I don't think the mobile version is quite on point yet. I gotta fix it. It's kind of not. The desktop version, good. Mobile version, still kind of bucked up. So I'm gonna work on that. But it's up. It's live. I have a website. On that website, you can also book my tarot readings. I've got a little tab. It'll say tarot. You click on it. There's a calendar. You click, you book. That's it. Boom. Done. Zoom readings with me, or I can also record them without you present. If you don't want to do a Zoom meeting, I'll just make a recording specifically for you, intended for you, and I will email it to you on a private link that's not like public. Also on my website, you will find a tab that says merch. Now, as of right now, it will send you to an external site. I'll also have a link below that just says where my merch is at. It's on Teespring. Eventually, I'll have it fed into my website. It just technical difficulties. Anyways, so I have merch, y'all. Now, I made 4 designs to start with. The first one is just straight up Atlantean. If you're like an Atlantean tribe member and you want to rep it, you don't feel obligated, by the way, at all. I just used all of the recommended pricing. I didn't adjust anything. It's basically like they handle all the production and I get like an extra bit, right? That's how it works. Like, this is how much it costs them to make it, and then I get an extra whatever many dollars per item. And I just used the prices they recommended. And they're honestly, I mean, they're not crazy expensive, but it's not cheap. So you don't feel obligated, but if you want to, I'll really appreciate it. And also, I think it did a good job. So I have Atlantean stuff, just says Atlantean on it. Real simple, real basic, nothing crazy. Then I have cosmic janitor gear. So if you watch my Starseed video, I made this joke. I'll just put the clip in right here. For everybody who decided that they were a starseed and therefore they were special or better than somebody else, allow me to make a point real quick. You're not on a galactic council. You're not running shit. You are a servant of humanity. You're basically a galactic janitor. Calm the fuck down, okay? We're not here running the show. We're doing frontline worker labor, okay? Take it down a notch. So I made cosmic janitor merch to honor my cosmic janitor joke. It's got a little like flower of life. It says cosmic janitor, and it's all like cosmic colored. The hoodie's my favorite. I haven't got any of the merch myself yet because I literally just finished it like today. But the hoodie's my favorite because it has a big, beautiful flower of life on the back, and then like the little cosmic janitor right here. I will be buying that. And then I have, should be 4. And then I made this, I love it. It's my Love All design, which is kind of like the flower of life pattern, but like in a square, and then it bleeds into the words Love All. And I made a few pieces of merch with that on there. I wanted to make merch, I mean, aside from the Atlantean one, I wanted to make merch that wasn't like Stormy branded. Like, it doesn't make sense to me when people make merch, it just like has their name on it. I guess it's cool, but I don't know. I can't imagine anybody wants to wear my name. Like, who wants to be like Stormy Atlantis? Like, it sounds crazy to me. So I just made merch that I thought would be cool. So there's the Atlantean the Cosmic Janitor, and then there's the Love All, and then the last one is, it's a moon phase design. So I made a moon phases design. I put that on the jogging pants. I'm for sure going to buy that. I'm also going to buy the Atlantean jogging pants for sure. And the moon phases jogging pants. And, also there's a face mask with a flower of life on it. If you're going to wear a face mask, might as well make it cool, right? So yeah, I have merch. I got 4 designs. I will make more designs if you guys want them, or in the future. I want to make more designs. I liked it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have merch. Website, first announcement. Boom, boom. Merch, second announcement. Boom, boom. Announcement. I've lost it today. It's late and I've lost it. So, website, merch, and drum roll. I'm a fucking mess in this video today. I have a podcast. Ta-da! So, I recorded like 5 podcasts and hated the first 4. So, finally got one that I was like, all right, this is what we're doing. Editors for me here. I actually do have like another announcement, and it is kind of a big deal. And I just fucking blanked. It's just been a while, a couple of weeks. And so I'm officially monetized. Dun, 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 dun. I got my 1,000 subscribers and my 4,000 watch hours, and I applied and I did all the things. I'm approved. And so officially there will be ads. Now, I was just going to say, if you would like to support my channel, the easiest thing you could do is if you have ad blocker running, you can literally, and I'll show you on the screen. Oh, this is backwards. Okay. I'll show you on the screen, like a little screen recording of how it works. You can literally click the ad blocker and allow specifically like just my channel. Like you don't have to turn it off. You can just tell ad blocker that you will allow ads on my channel. You don't have to by any means. I'm not like, I get it. I keep ad blocker off for like 2 channels that I really love, and the rest of them it's on. So I'm not judging you. But if you would like to support my channel, the easiest thing you can do is allow the ads on my channel, and then that gives me revenue. If you don't watch the ads, I don't get any revenue. So I'm officially monetized, which is really, really exciting. I feel like that should have been my first announcement, but it wasn't. Like I am really excited about it. But yeah, I just fucking forgot. So editor Stormy here, like, oh shit, I forgot to mention the whole monetization thing. Ta-da, I'm monetized. There's ads now. Sorry for that, but also thank you. All right, back to the video. When this goes up, it'll be available on Spotify. It'll be available on Stitcher, and it'll be available on my website. Basically, right now, what I'm doing is I have a blog set up where I have a post for the podcast, and then the podcast is embedded. There's a podcast player embedded on my website. In the near future, my website will have like a full podcast website on it with all the listings. More importantly, I'll be done. I'll be listed in everything probably in the next week. Because I'm waiting to get verified. There's an approval process for like Apple has to approve me, and then I have to get into Apple before I can get into 4 other ones. And then I still have to get approved for, I can't get into Google yet because there's a whole other thing. There's like a dozen podcast hosts that I can get it listed on. And I'm still working through getting it verified across the board and listed on every platform available. It will be done by the end of this next week. Within a week, I'll have that handled. But as of the time of me posting this video, it's available on Spotify, Stitcher, and my website. And it will be available on Apple probably within a week and everywhere else too. Oh, and actually do have one more small announcement. Another thing that I wanted to have done by the time I posted this video, but isn't yet, is I will have a mailing address I can list publicly. I'm waiting. I had to go through, I had to get my notarization done, and then it get verified. A weirdly long process to get a mailbox, by the way. To get a mailbox where I can accept packages from all places. There's not just a P.O. box. Kind of a complicated process, but that'll be done. I should have it done by a couple days. I'm just waiting for the last verification process to go through, and then I will have a mailing address listed on all my videos, and I have an email now, which is hello@stormyatlantis.com, because I have a website, so boom, also an email. Ta-da! The first podcast episode is already up, and I will have another one up this week. Don't know which day yet, obviously, but I will have another one up this week. Then we'll figure out which day we're going to post on. And then we video on Wednesday, a video on Sunday. I've got a tarot haul video coming up that I'm really, really excited about, because I got a hell of a haul, weirdly. It's a weird month. I've got a new moon pick a card coming up. I've got a new moon ritual coming up. Those are the next 3. So I think it's in new moon ritual, and then pick a card, and then tarot haul. Those are the next 3 videos coming out. Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday. I got you. I'm not fucking up anymore. That's what's happening. We're doing the thing. Got my shit together. This is a terrible trailer. I shouldn't put this on the channel. This is a terrible introduction to who I am. Actually, it's a very accurate introduction to who I am. That's all I got. I'm in a really good mood. So, anyways, I will see you guys on Wednesday when I post a new moon ritual. And then on Sunday, when I post a new moon pick a card. And then the next Wednesday, when I post a tarot and oracle haul, which is going to be fire, by the way. I'm so excited. Anyways, that's all I have. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I'm fucking crazy today. Let me go sit down.